Canada is a wonderful country full of natural beauty, gorgeous landscapes and enchanting architecture. There are so many places to visit in Canada and some things you need to know before you plan a trip. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we are sharing this Canada travel guide to help you plan the perfect trip. We will be covering typical travel costs, essential travel information, how to save money while traveling Canada, and the best places to visit. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure you hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, let's talk about some essential Canada travel tips. English speakers will travel Canada with a little more ease than other destinations, as the official language is both English and French. However, most areas of Quebec predominantly speak French. The Canadian dollar is used here, so change up currency on arrival. The weather in Canada is just as diverse as the country itself. From November to April, you can head to the country for winter sports, whilst hiking is best for the summertime. Canada is a great place to visit all year round, depending on what you are looking to experience whilst you're in the country. When planning your trip, the easiest way to get around Canada is by flying. Air Canada is the country's national carrier and have some fantastic deals directly on their website. We will leave the link in the description below. The Amtrak is also available for those who want to travel on land. Traveling between New York to Montreal or Toronto is a great option. Now let's talk about typical costs. Prices vary across the country, but here are some guidelines for typical costs in Canada. Budget travellers can expect to pay around $30 for a dorm room or $100 for a budget private hotel room. For 4 stars or above, expect to pay at least $200. When booking hotels in Canada, we use booking.com and Agoda to compare prices. You can catch a bus, train or tram around most cities and towns for just $3, whilst short taxi rides cost around $15. You can use the luxury rail travel options in Canada, but these start at $400 and can cost all the way up to $7,000. For food, plan to spend at least $40 a day. Takeaways and fast food cost around $10, whilst a good pub meal and drink will cost you between $15 to $20. Now these prices may seem a bit steep, but there are ways to save money in Canada. First of all, consider flying into a US airport. Flights into American airports are often cheaper, especially if you're traveling from Europe. So you could land in Seattle and take the 2-hour drive to Vancouver, or land in Buffalo and travel across to Toronto. Alternatively, aim to fly into the smaller airports in Canada for better deals. Another way to save money is to travel off-season. Summer, Christmas and school holidays are the high seasons, so avoid travelling during this time. You can get some great ski package deals in January and cheaper hotel rates from September to November. Another way to save money is to stay in smaller towns. The cities in Canada are fantastic but expensive. Stay in a nearby town and travel into the city as a day trip, rather than spending all of your time within the city centre. Alternatively, you could use Couchsurf if you wish to stay in the big cities whilst travelling solo. My next tip is to eat a big lunch. Canada has pricey restaurant food and alcohol because of the high government taxes. Lunches are often discounted, so dine out at lunch and opt for a smaller dinner. Another way to save money is to rent accommodation. By using Airbnb, HouseTrip, HomeAway or Flipkey, you can save money by renting someone's home instead of booking a hotel. You will also save money on tipping, Wi-Fi and dining out by renting a home as well. If you do want to stay in a hotel on the weekend, make sure you look for business hotels. If you're visiting on the weekend, then check out these hotels because these cater to business travellers. These hotels have reduced rates on the weekend so that you can save money, especially when you're booking in advance. Now let's talk about the best bit, where to visit in Canada. So Canada is broken up into provinces and territories, with each area offering something different. One of the most popular places to visit is Quebec City. This is a quaint, friendly and charming town which lights up during the Christmas period. However, during January and February, expect extremely cold weather in Quebec. For more pleasant weather, visit between June and October. For those looking for a bit of nature, head to British Columbia. This is the province where the Canadian Rockies meet the Pacific Ocean, creating a beautiful backdrop of mountain and sea. Head to the waters around Vancouver for some wildlife watching, or try mountain biking at Sun Peaks Resort. Head up to the world record-breaking peak-to-peak gondola for breathtaking views and enjoy the 530-mile hot spring circle route to refresh and rejuvenate on your travels. Next is perhaps our favourite province in Canada, Ontario. Home to the astonishing Niagara Falls and lively unique city of Toronto, this is one of the most popular areas of Canada to visit. You can also head outside of the cities and explore the Thousand Islands National Park or paddle through Wapakimi Provincial Park. For a historic shipwreck dive site, head to the Thorn 5 National Marine Park, whilst wine lovers can take a road trip along Ontario's wine route. We definitely recommend visiting the vineyards in Niagara. They are beautiful and you can enjoy a wine tasting session as well. Nova Scotia is another fantastic province to spend some time in. Stay in Halifax and eat amazing seafood at Peggy's Cove. Make sure you try the lobster. For awesome skiing, head to Banff during the winter. Hike through the many rainforests in the country. Pacific Rim National Park is a fantastic place to explore, or experience the Canadian Rockies in Alberta. Calgary is a great option for budget travellers with a large youth population, lively nightlife and great dining choices. Head to the polar bear capital of the world, Churchill, Manitoba. You can ride a buggy over the white open plains searching for polar bears. We hope you have an amazing time in Canada. Let us know where you are heading to in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you want to see more travel guides like this, and until next time, stay creative.